Welcome back everyone, I'm Ray and today we are so close at finishing the Remembrance vessels. But I don't know if we can finish it today. I just know I don't want to farm those things ever again. I don't want to. But that's not our concern right now because we are concerned with Sooo. We haven't heard a lot from Sooo in a while, and I need more Sooo in my life personally. So let's get comfy and let's go. I noticed some sort of open wound on you, but are we finally talking about that red stuff? But is this possible in a space fabricated by consciousness?
これは傷口ではないよ、来訪者。ミスを許さないビーコンなんだ。
We are talking about that, right? Oh, that's fascinating. What do you mean, though? A beacon?
君も知っているように、僕は第二の神の鍵を通して豪華者数の世界を観測した。一人の人間にとって、それはやはり無理のある任務だ。
Oh. You mean you could get lost in other worlds? Oh my god, that's scary.
その通りだ。今後僕がそれに麻痺してしまうかどうか。けど、僕の知っている過去では、観測を行うたびに、心がボロボロになる可能。
And he did so much more, like in the whole time that the others were in cryo sleep, right? Or after that, it doesn't matter. He did so much more after that.
まるで深海をコップ一つで測ろうとするみたいにね。
But he did say that there was no other world or universe where it's possible that Honkai is not there or Honkai is defeated, right? Oh my god.
どんな世界でも同じ結末を持つあの人が第六の神の鍵を使って僕の腕にこのビーコンを残したんだ。
A person with the same ending in every world? Wait, are we talking about Himiko? I don't know if that's true, but it would be fitting, but... Who?
分解と創生の力も一緒に残され、癒されることも悪化することもない傷口となった。
Damn. Wait, but has it a use or not? My brain is not catching up yet.
僕が何を見て何を経験したとしても、その痛みは僕が誰であるのか、どんな責任を背負っているかを教えてくれるんだ。
So it has a good use, but it hurts. Oh damn. Oh no. My poor Sooo. But there's other ways to achieve the same effect.
いいや、だからこそミスが許されなくなるんだ。
Oh
ビーコンであ
wow.
ると同時に、これは自分自身に打った本手なんだよ。
I mean, I finally have an answer. I was wondering about that like the whole time, so...
ここまで話したし、君に笑われても構わないさ。
I mean, I'm very thankful because we had riddles too much lately, so...
深淵を覗くとき、深淵もまたこちらを覗いている。
Ooh.
無料の世界を観測するものは僕一人だけではないんだ。
But could that be who he basically meets at the end of the... one of the manga? I forgot the names again. It doesn't matter. Was it maybe someone like him who also observes the worlds, but like maybe on an even higher... I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm happy Sooo is there, and I will leave it just at that for right now. We will think a lot, I'm sure.
僕の観測を感知したからね。
Another me felt my observation. Wait, that's so cool. Okay, it's kind of... It's cool. Feel, how's that possible? Thank you.
無限の可能性の中ではどんなことが起きてもおかしくはないよ。
That is a very good point. at least he is very to the point all the time. I really love that.
その世界の僕は女性だったけど、大役人でね。
Ooh.
僕よりも優れた精神力で、地球を丸ごと騙す幻覚を作ったんだ。
Why do I want to see this? Why do I want this to be in another game? I really want to see that.
そして、彼女も
Ooh.
第二の神の鍵を使って自身の影響力をより広い場所へと広めようとしていた。
Ah, the thing is, with the whole Honkai universe thing, they have literally endless possibilities and everything would still make sense, which is so cool. They could literally use any idea that they brought up here and put it into a whole different game. That's so cool. What happened?
彼女は時間をかけて僕を追跡した。
Oh, damn.
彼女から逃げる過程はかなり危険だったんだ。
Maybe we will meet
もしかしたら
her.
今でも僕を探すために彼女はあの海面を徘徊しているかもしれない。もし彼女が成功していたら、神の鍵の中で目を覚ましたのは僕ではなかったかもしれない。
Oh, damn.
そんな時に第6の神の鍵の所有者はこの傷口を広げ、僕を完全に潰すことができるんだ。
Okay, suddenly I just don't even want to read anything. I just want Sooo to tell us everything about all of the worlds that he has seen. I see. This is what an anchor means. So, what if you had the abyss flower at that time?
そんなことはない。人手不足になってやむを得ない場面になったとしても、
Oh,
それは他の英傑に渡される。
unless...
ただ、
Unless?
いいんだ。それは不可能なことだから。
Okay, so he's basically not telling us something that really happened, right? Because why else would he keep it a secret for right now? Does he mean that maybe not another flame chaser has it, but just someone else? But that would be... he would just say that. What does he mean? Sanctuary in the shadow. Oh, there will be lots of thinking here. But like, who doesn't just want to sit here and listen to Sooo speak for the whole time? I would love that. But no, I'm the one speaking now. Too bad. Sounds like you aren't getting along. Ah, right. Sakura, Kalpas, they prefer to work alone. Teaming up with them must be hard for you, Sooo. The woman raised a golden goblet and shook the amber-colored wine within. Better not dwell on it. Want a sip? I don't drink, Eden. Ah, I almost forgot. But you always take that empty flask with you. Memories. Memories are flooding in. Believe me, Sooo, for the mission this time, alcohol can be your friend. Especially in such an uncomfortable place. Surrounding them was nothing but boundless darkness. And the lamp over their heads was the only source of light. In the overwhelming darkness, the light seemed pale and weak. I've been meaning to ask this, Eden. The mission brief says it's just a regular recon mission. And it's weird that it requires 3 Mantis soldiers. I believe the real purpose is to enhance our teamwork in the new squad of 3. But before the mission starts, we were asked to stand by at the deep end. What are we waiting for? The answer is simple, Sooo, and you've said it yourself. We're building a team of 3. That's why I can't jump to conclusions. The missions shouldn't be too hard, but before meeting our new teammate, you've drunk a few cups to calm yourself down. Which is untypical of you at all. It is indeed untypical of me. But Sooo, compared to the usual you also seem different today. Oh? Different? Sooo suddenly realized something. He seemed to feel a much stronger urge of curiosity and thirst for knowledge than usual. Clearly, he was under psychic influence. But how could this happen on a psychic mantis? Sooo didn't realize the usual thirst for knowledge was a natural reaction of human before witnessing something divine. Huh? Rhythmic footsteps approached them from the darkness, along with crisp clanks of shackles. Sooo finally remembered the myths about the deep end, and the one who stood out the most there. You're Aponia? That's me. A soft female voice answered. Meanwhile, a sublime and heavenly tune began to sound in Sooo and Eden's heads. It was gentle and soothing, but the two fought it with all their spiritual strength. Sorry, Sooo. I think our mission is not about teamwork. Maybe the more important thing is to evaluate the possibility of her joining the fight. Is this basically Sooo meeting Aponia for the first time? Oh my god, that's so scary! And again, she's already meeting them, basically coming in swinging. She's not good with humans. I just feel like she's just basically really bad at social interactions.
そういえば、
She's
あなた
speaking
は何度も
again!
リンクによって他人の体を操り、戦闘を行ってきたのよね。そして、その多くは戦局に大きな影響をもたらしてきた。
Did I know that? I think I just knew that he was controlling Hua for one time, and I don't remember if I knew that he was doing that more than once. But I trust Sooo. That is literally the only difference between Aponia and Sooo for me. I trust Sooo.
精神感知型にとってそれはただ。いや、僕が軽率だったね、来訪者。確かにそれは僕にしかできないことだった。
So literally controlling a body, he means, right? Because Aponia can literally control you or tell you what to do, so that's a different sort of thing, but that's what he means, right? When he was kind of hesitating for a second, I think.
今何か言いかけたみたいだけど。
Thank you, May.
言えない事情でもあるの。
I need more
そうでもない。
answers.
多くの精神感知型は確かに簡単にリンクできるけど、
Ooh.
だからといって戦場に影響を与えられるわけではないんだ。体を操ることは簡単だけど、力を使いこなすのはかなり難しい。体の持ち主の戦い方からその些細な癖まで見落としは許されない。
それは気候に乗るみたいに。
Wait, that's actually kind of cool. It's also questionable, but it's kind of cool because Sooo would never make them do anything bad.
もっと複雑だと思うよ。僕は戦闘が得意なわけではない。戦士たちに対する理解、そして因果輪廻による見識がなかったら僕でもできないと思う。
因果輪廻？
You may again.
関連する実験を通して僕は仲間の能力を理解できたんだ。
Ooh.
予見した一部の未来は僕が仲間と対峙する方法を無意識に考えるきっかけにもなった。
No, for real. May is on the same wavelength as I am today. She's she's asking the right questions. Perfect. And also, fascinating. But again, it's so cool to see this right after we saw Aponia. Because even though they have both abilities that are kind of very frightening, like, I don't feel any sort of danger or distrust towards him, but everything towards her. So the writing, again, is just way too good.
だからこういう取るに足らない能力でも
Mediocre
多くの
ability.
偶然が重なってようやくできることなんだ。
He still needs a little bit more confidence about... He is kind of very impressive.
いいえ、一部の場面ではかなり影響力がある力だと思うわ。
I mean, didn't he save Hua one time with it? Maybe I'm really misremembering something, but I thought that one time he controlled Hua and either got her out of there or made her do something or stuff or things.
そういう状況自体が珍しいよ。
But they happen.
使用する前に僕は相手の許可を得るようにしているけど、 意識の深部を他人に見せる仲間
That
は
makes
なか
sense.
なかいなかったからね。それに約束の惨劇でアポニアが残した種を割ってから
Oh.
僕はその能力を使わなくなった。
Oh. Yeah, so even for him, seeing Aponia use kind of similar abilities in a completely different way probably made him also question if he should use it at all. Oh, he's so sweet. I love him so much. I don't even care if I'm misunderstanding something here, because in my eyes, he's so sweet. Anyway, Bodhi, eyes open. The situation at hand couldn't afford him any hesitation. The dark green serpent still held its head high in the shadow, and he was badly wounded. This situation? Not far away near the lab entrance, Hua was lying on the ground unconscious. If left unchecked, the serpent would claim many more lives. He had to stop it right there, no matter the cost. Sooo told himself that. The serpent's laughter was harsh and cold. That was Mobius's voice, but without her consciousness. What was left was a mindless Honkai beast, following the natural instinct to devour everything in its sight. The Karma Wheel's domain was still effective, and to stop Mobius, he had to delve deeper into her spiritual space and connect to her unconscious mind. He had to fully remove the shackles on Mahamayuri, what he had previously been trying hard to keep, and he knew the risk it involved. But the situation didn't give him any choice. Sooo took a deep breath and closed his eyes. His mind kept falling into the bottomless abyss. The infinite loop rendered time ineffective. Then he saw. Before his eyes was a swamp in dense smoke, and at the center of the swamp stood a dead tree, where Mobius was surrounded by twisted branches. This is Mobius's unconscious mind? In the white lab coat, Mobius looked much older than in reality, and the strange patterns on her arms were not to be found. Somehow, Sooo believed this was the human Mobius before receiving the surgery, though he had never seen her before the surgery. Sooo threw himself into the swamp and struggled to move forward as an ocean of memory pieces, screeches, and wail flooded into his head through the black mud in contact. Prying into someone else's mind was never his intention, and it was one of his personal principles not to invade any consciousness without consent, despite being laughed at by Mobius over and over again. That's why I think he's so amazing. Like, he does it when he has to. And I mean, even though that's basically just mind games, but like, he's throwing himself into it and just goes for it. Like, that's kind of also impressive. Like, he's so mentally strong. Sooo finally approached the dead tree, and the black mud was about to drown him. He labored to lift his arm and got hold of a corner of Mobius's dress. At that moment, a familiar short-haired figure emerged in his mind. Line? Mobius, I knew you. Of course, at the root of the dead tree was the most cherished thing in her heart. Oh! Darkness came from every side, shrouding, devouring, and shredding him. I have to stop her here. I have to suppress Mobius before my strength runs out. I must find a way. The sound of a thread torn apart was deafening in Soo's ears. Yeah, for a mantis it was the easiest and most natural step to make. So easy that he had to suppress it with all his reasons and human side. So easy that, with the tiniest slip, he would involuntarily reach out his hand for that power, and take the forbidden step towards active Honkai reaction. After that, he sank into the swamp. His last memory was the scream of the serpent, the jade-green feathers, and a clear bird chirp. Ooh! So this was... Oh my god, I love that we get it from his perspective. That we finally learn what happened there. And I mean, it's terrible what happened. But also, Sooo is kind of incredible. Like, even if he really didn't want to do it in any kind of form, he became a bird! Not the point. I still want to know if he's like normal. Wait, what kind of bird is he again? I feel like I remember, but I feel like I just can't remember the word. Anyway, I just wonder if he's literally a small bird, like in front of this ginormous serpent, or more Honkai beast bird form, but I've never seen a Honkai beast looking like a bird, so I don't know. Gosh, he's so cool. Ah, yes, yes, fangirl alarm. I should have put a warning. Maybe, but we all knew where this was going.
あなたは自分の未来を予知できないと言ったわね。でも他人を見ることと自分自身を見ることに何か違いでもあるの?
Oh, that's actually a good question because like I feel like we all just take it as an unspoken rule. Oh yeah, you can look into the future but never see your own. I feel like that's a thing in most stories that feature characters who can look into the future. But it's rarely questioned, so I like that.
観測するか否か、それが違いだよ。
Oh, true, because you can't really observe yourself. You will always look at yourself differently. Like, you will never look at yourself objectively. That's just not... I mean, I don't think that's possible.
僕は多くの世界の誕生と消失を見つめてきた。思考に例外はない。だからこそ、僕は自分のいる世界では、それらの経験を参考に害を避けようと試みる。かつての僕はそのせいでよく本心に背いた。
つまりあなたの予知は本当は歴史の過程に基づくもの。だけどあなたが臨機応変に動いたせいで自身の行動が予測不可能になってしまったというわけね。
So, it's not like he literally sees what's happening with others in the future, but more like because of all the worlds he has seen, he can kind of predict where it's going? Am I understanding that correctly? Maybe. But because of that, like, he can't predict it for himself because how would you?
その通りさ、来訪者。ただ、何も変わらないわけではないんだ。僕たちは数えきれないほどの選択と向き合う。その中には正しいと知りながらも選びたくない道もあるはずだ。結局のところ、僕は伝説の聖人のように調達できていないんだよ。
Oh, until the very last moment we saw him. That's why I need to know what happened. I swear, if that was just them kind of saying like, oh yeah, he's dead, I would not take that. Like, he is somewhere. And either he decides to come back or he doesn't, but he is somewhere. Maybe he's just playing chess with that being or whatever ever since. Like, maybe time there, like 1 minute there is like, I don't know, 50 years here or 8. Maybe. I can hope, okay? It's unlikely. I know you don't have to yell at me. I would just like to see him again.
それを悔しく思ってるの？
いや、むしろ喜ばしいと思っているよ。もしいつか人類が崩壊から救いを得られるなら、それは世間を調達した神によるものではなく、人類自身によるもの。
But I know he says freed by themselves and not a god, but I just can't help myself. I was just thinking, humanity didn't free itself by itself. They did it with Honkai, basically. Because Hasha still uses Honkai power. And I mean, even humans use Honkai power. So it was never humans only with their own power against Honkai, but it's only now looking a little more hopeful because there are Hashas on humanity's side. But that still begs the question, what happens if there's no Honkai? Like, what about Hashas? Like, I mean, will they just return to normal? The thing is, I mean, a post-Honkai kind of answered some parts a little bit with May, but also not really. There are still enough questions, so... But I like that, like, he's positive, he's like, okay, humanity, go, Let's go. We can do this.
僕はずっとそう信じている。
Oh. Wait, I mean, to be fair, Bianca is not a Hasha, and she is pretty much up there with the others, so maybe he's right after all.
ただ来訪者、それも一つの妄執に過ぎない。気にする必要はないよ。新しい時代から来た君が入滅を見届けることはめったにないチャンスなんだ。一個一会、情と無情。人類自身と同じように一つの時代が悟りを開くなら、それは避けて通れない道だよ。
I just wonder what happens at the end there. Like, there's just so many questions. Ooh. Pretty, even though I don't know what it means yet. I will hopefully find that out once I read the descriptions for the items. Which is also an extra episode, probably. Enlightenment, yes, let's talk about it, even though I will never learn what happened. Anyway, Sooo is running. His mission has been completed, but he does not intend to evacuate. Just 10 minutes ago, he reported the location of the 8th Hasha to his companions. And now he is rushing to the coordinates he sent to find her before the other guardians. And then end things by his own hand. Oh. Okay, let me quickly check. Okay, yeah, it's sentience. Oh no. Sooo blames himself. Ah, this hurts. Oh no, more pain. Let's get ready. Soo's hands are shaking. He holds a well-used flask. Its outside rubbed smooth from repeated use. He clutches it tightly, but couldn't make it any warmer. If only he'd discovered the Hasha's location earlier. If only he could have detected his infected comrades in advance. If only the teacher could have evacuated in time, instead of using the last ounce of strength to restart the observation hub for him. Oh, right! Oh, okay, I always completely forget that it's also connected with what we saw in the manga. Like, that with the flask and the teacher, that just happened. I think my mind just didn't want to think about that. If only. Now, all the hypotheticals were fading among the scarlet before his eyes. His blood became restless now, almost bursting through his veins. There was a voice in his heart screaming repeatedly. Yes, kill. Kill her. Kill the Hasha. Kill the non-human who destroyed the world. Terror is like the whistle of death, thrill like the songs of birds. Sooo realized that it was his own thoughts gradually escaping his control, rushing towards the abyss of slaughter. But he isn't going to get involved now. If this can afford some power, why stop it? If this can afford some vengeance, why get in the way? The mind is delusional and the heart is obstructed. Only the thought of killing was able to bring him here. The Hasha was there, but bound by invisible forces, unable to resist, unable to escape. Suddenly, a wave of peace and tranquility bloomed from the heart, like the first knell of an ancient bell, like the first verse of the birth of language. His killing intent was replaced by all kinds of tranquility. He saw the invisible chains emerging from the light, sweeping everything away along with him and the Hasha, along with the holy hymn sounding in the distance. I can't. I just so I mean, the thing is, I don't know if I'm reading everything here correctly, but I think I remember that Hua was the one who kind of created that opening, right? Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe Sooo just calmed himself down the second he saw what's going on, because it's just so, like, literally, that one Hasha is so bad. That is one of the worst. I mean, probably with the tragedy of Binding and Himiko, because just we don't know more about the others. That's probably all. I don't care. We will now dive into Eden. And I just... Is it wrong for me to hope for something hopeful? I don't think there will be anything hopeful here. I can still wish for it though.
あの時、人為的崩落についてはある程度理解していたけれど、メビウスが見せた姿は予想外のものだったわ。
She looked pretty epic, right?
想像力豊かでしょ?
That
そ
too.
の口ぶりからすると、あなたはああいった変化に異を唱えたことがないよね。不思議に思うかもしれないけど、私は火を追うがに入った後、何かに反対したことはないの。
Was she kind of like, I know what I signed up for? Kind of like that, or?
何度か断固拒否したことはあるけれど、それとこれとは話が別だと思うわ。それに、パイオニアという側面に限って言えば、そういうのもとても芸術的だもの。
I have to agree. I do. It looks pretty cool.
そういえば、融合した崩壊獣について、あなたが話してくれたことってほとんどなかった気がするわ。
Will we learn about that? Because so far, I think I only know a little bit more about the active Honkai reactions about Mobius, Kalpas? If that was the lava form that we fought as, if that was his active Honkai reaction, then that too. If not, then not. And a little bit Will V, with the whole shadow with 8 arms and stuff. Or legs or whatever. And who did I forget? Did I say Cosma? My mind is all over the place. I don't think I know a lot about the other forms, like specifically what they look like. I mean, no, I don't think I know anything about Kevin. I only... one sentence that he has 3 forms. Anyway.
だって、パイオニアという点を除けば、崩壊獣ってほとんどの面で
How does she look though?
粗暴でしょ?
Is it kind of wrong of me that I want to see her?
少なくとも今私が持っている記憶の中でもほんの数回しか使ったことがないの。一人でいる時にあの姿を確認しようとした時も含めて。
What does it look like though?
もちろん私の望んでいたものとは反対の結果となって、大きなトラブルを引き起こしたわ。幸いいくつかの建物を壊しただけで誰も傷つけなかったけれど。トラブル？それって破壊力が急激に増したからかしら。そうじゃないと思うわ。私が思うに体は巨大だけどボールナの因子は戦闘に適したタイプではないわね。
Do I know what Varuna looks like? I don't remember, but even if I know what it looks like, is Eden's form just the same, or is she kind of something more animal-like, or not? Or,
理由はあの巨大さよ。
Really?
いくらなんでも無理があると思うの。
How big are we talking? And what did she do then? Huh? Oh, this is the last one right now, huh? Under the silver moon. The moon hung high. As the night grew darker, the wind began to pick up. The girl sat silently with her eyes closed, letting the night breeze blow across her temples. Her cheeks glowed a bright red, but the deeper the wine went, the quieter she became, as if she would turn into a mist of pale powder at any moment, escaping into the night sky. Everything we read about her, from her, or whatever is just so beautiful. I can't. Look, we're so close to the moon. I haven't been to such a high place in a very long time. Mentioning the moon, always suspicious. A softer female voice answered back, embracing her like a wave and bringing an invisible comfort. Only in this kind of place can we enjoy the night, Elysia. You always know just how to soothe my heart, darling Eden. Oh wait, that's probably Ellie then. Do you want to talk about the meeting again? I can tell it's on your mind. Okay. After the meeting, what else did everybody say? Nothing, just like the outcome of this meeting. Maybe over the short term there won't be more meetings like this. I knew May was just saying that. She really was the best to me. So, what did Aponia say? Aponia, she wasn't there. The thing is, I wonder, do I know in like what was the first Herrscher she kind of witnessed as a moth soldier? Like I want to know. I know her powers are technically not good against Honkai, but her power would be good against the Herrscher, no? So why wouldn't or can she not use her power against the Herrscher? More questions, because if she can use her power against Herrschers, wouldn't that make everything simpler? It's probably not that simple, it's about Aponia after all. Oh, I see. Maybe Aponia thinks there's no need to spend time on things that can be falsified. After all, she's just like you. She's always believed in me. But even so, she should go there and at least say a few words on my behalf. And what about Vilvi? What was her reaction? She didn't say a word. Rather, Vilvi was there but seemed absent. Really? That would be a pity. Elysia raised her head toward the vast sky. The moonlight was as clear as water, exuding pure and faultless light. The girl lay down on her back and pushed herself against the warmth. Stay with me for a while, Eden. I want to enjoy the night a little longer. I never thought that your first collapse would be used in this kind of situation. So romantic. I like it very much. Thank you, Eden. And I'm very happy to have met you. Never thought that your first collapse... I mean, kind of like... She's tired? She's exhausted? Like that? The night grew darker. Under the bright evening sky, a huge aquatic creature carrying a touch of light powder, with the sky as its sea, its tail gently swaying, disappeared to the other side of the vast, starry sky. Huh? I'm confused with this last part. Is that kind of about her form or not? Is it? I mean, I will probably not find out, but okay. Okay.
いえ、違うわね。
Oh, she's...
やっぱり見つからないわ。あの時の私は一体どうやって完成させたのかしら。
Oh.
あら、いらしたのね、メイさん。
Yeah.
聞いたことのない歌ね。それは当然よ。未完成の曲を人に披露するなんてめったにしないから。さっきのも一瞬のインスピレーションを逃さないように音符を一つ加えてみようと思っただけなの。だけどまだ満足できないわ。未完成？あなたは楽園の中でも創作を続けているの？それはもう久しくやっていないわね。この楽譜はとても特別だからいつまでも心に引っかかったままなのよ。
Aww.
以前の私はこれを完成させたのだけど
Does she like literally not remember? And also, I'm so glad that her vessel ends more on a kind of typical Eden note. I was kind of afraid that it would be like Pardo, where I was like, oh, this will be lighthearted, and then it wasn't. Which is good. Like, it was good. It was freaking good. But also, I was just a little afraid here. But also, oh, I love Eden so much, and I don't know, something about Eden kind of being Alicia's best friend, but Ellie and Aponia are also something weird going on. The thing is, I don't think we've ever heard Ellie speak about Aponia. Or maybe we did and I just don't remember.
言っている意味がよくわからないわ。つまり一度は完成させたけれど覚えてないってこと？これは逝去したある人に捧げるために作った曲なの。でももう何年もの間ワンフレーズも手を加えられずにいるのよ。メイさん、私が向き合っている時代はもうこれ以上感情的な刺激を与えることはできないの。スーが教えてくれたわ。彼の予知によれば私は終焉の地から戻ってきた後にこの楽譜を完成させるんですって。ただ それは私の記憶ではないみたい。
Oh. Wait, what? Okay, for a second I thought, okay. Okay, so the thing is, I first thought, okay, Sooo told her that she would finish after they return from the land of the final, I'm assuming final Herrscher battlefield, basically. And now I'm thinking only that memory didn't belong to me. Meaning it didn't get transferred to her sim? Or because she wasn't alive anymore? I mean, I know she died. Wait, but didn't she kind of die and just... Oh, wait! Wait! She survived the final Herrscher, right? And she chose not to go into cryosleep, right? That's what her story was. Okay, I think I finally caught up to it. So, she returned, and wait, she was singing something. I know, in one remembrance vessel. I don't know who it was. I really don't remember. She was humming something or singing something. So maybe she finished that song then, after losing basically a lot more of her friends. But this memory never got transferred into the sim, which means that memory doesn't belong to her, this sim. Right? I feel kind of confident about that. I think I got that right. Watch me being completely wrong.
でも、私は自分自身のことを理解できているの。完成した後の曲がどれほど素晴らしいものかも、最後の曲として一瞬しか存在できないことも想像できるわ。それで思いを馳せていたのね。でも、あなたも終焉との戦いに参加していたなんて初耳だわ。
Don't worry, someone else mentioned it.
確かに加わってはいたけれど、あなたの想像とは少し違うかもしれないわね。
Wait, now I want to know though.
勝敗に関係なく、少なくとも一人くらいは生きている戦士を連れて帰る人がいないといけないでしょ。
Or was she not with the final battle? I know one of you wrote a comment basically counting who was where or who did what. I will save that and I will look at the comment again, so I will know it for next time. I promise. The thing is, now I'm not sure anymore. Like, does she mean she just wasn't fighting the final Herrscher, but was kind of like responsible for transportation? Or does she mean she was not participating in the final battle, but was more like basically sending off the dying? I'm not sure. Oh wait, that's all you're gonna tell me. I understand why no one can talk about the final Herrscher, but I want to know more about the final battle from the previous era. That's literally, it's so interesting and important. Wait, the final scene. Is that the information I want? Is it here? The cryopods are ready. It's after the battle. No. No. I want... Okay, I will take this and I love to know more about what happened after too. But please. I want to know more about the freaking final battle too. The cryopods are ready. Mobius shifted her gaze from the display to the people in the room. Wait, Mobius lived too? Ah, did she choose to die after? Oh, okay. Understood, replied Hua. Kevin looked around the room. Where's Eden? She is probably outside, suggested Mobius. I'll go get her. Kevin headed toward the door. No, interjected Mobius. I'll do it. Outside the base, a record player was nonchalantly playing a tune, as if it did not know that its era had ended. Oh. That line! Oh my god. That line alone is so cool. Eden stood next to it, swirling the wine in her glass and humming along to the old music. I haven't heard this for a long time, commented Mobius. I remember this is a song from your homeland. Doctor, I thought you can't remember any music not made by your devices. Come back, Eden. The cryopods are ready. Staying out here is bad for you. You know this place is thick with radiation. Kevin sent you, didn't he? Well, then you already know my answer, Doctor. This breaks my heart so bad. I know. They remained silent for a while. The record came to an abrupt stop. The sound of applause faded. How strange. Eden sounded wistful. I'm sure this place would be much livelier if Ellie was around. Oh, my heart! Nope, I was wrong. This is another part of Fela's situation. My heart is breaking again. Are you serious? Her screeching would drown out the music. I know you don't like her, but we must admit, many of her remarks turned out to be true. What? Mobius did not respond. She did not want to continue with this topic. Eden, won't you at least think about it? Doctor, you know me well. I only make thought-out decisions. I understand you, but are you really giving up on the next generation of humans? Eden smiled at Mobius as if she was a naive and inquisitive child. Doctor, do you know what Elysia once told me? She told me that the people of this era grew up listening to my songs. Doctor, my singing belongs to this era. I belong to this era. This is by no means foolish vanity or cowardly surrender. This is a kind of faith. The next generation should script their own fate and sing their own songs. New stars will eventually rise. The songs of this era will thrive and perish with this era. But my heart can't take it. Eden gave a slight nod to Mobius before drifting away into the wasteland with a smile. Mobius knew their conversation had ended. He was not in the least surprised by Eden's choice. She turned toward the base. Field of golden wheat wait, where can the wandering rider call home? She suddenly heard an angelic song coming from behind. In the apocalyptic landscape where only debris and sand remained, it sounded like a gift from the heavens. Mobius looked back in surprise. It was Eden performing her last song to the vast heaven and earth. Strange. Mobius had always thought of her songs as nothing more than glorified noise. Then why did her heart now sting with grief? Was it the power of art? Oh my love, may we never part ways. Oh my love, may time stay still for us. No, that was not it. Mobius denied it to herself. She assessed the situation from a purely rational perspective. It was because she was watching an era wither away. Before then, the collapse of an era was only an abstract concept to Mobius. It was only people dying out. It was only species becoming extinct. But as she watched Eden disappear into the boundless wasteland, she felt something crumble for the first time. Eden's singing belonged to this era. Eden belonged to this era. Eden was the microcosm of this era. Yet her song waved closer and closer to death and the end of the world. It was the last time this beautiful voice resounded through the heavens and the earth. Oh my love, may we never part ways. Oh my love, may time stay still for us. Such heavenly music would never be heard again. Oh my god. Holy. What? I'm at a loss for words. This is so beautiful and yet so sad at the same time. Ooh. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is way too good. I love everything about this, but I also hate it. But I also, like... I understand why Mobius accepts, like, you know, maybe in other... or other characters or other people or, you know, in other media. Maybe the characters would be like dragging someone back with them, even though they they wouldn't want to, because that would be what we would want too, right? We would still want them to live. But in this way, writing it this way, showing us her character in this way, I think no one can argue against her, because she made her choice. But my heart hurts so bad. And I love that it's Mobius who's there. But I also hate it because I know Mobius died too, right? Like, when? Because here she doesn't seem to think about dying. I wonder when the whole thing with her sim happened then. Like, was it right before the cryopod sleep scene thingies? When did Mobius die? So many questions. So many more questions again. And here I thought I would get answers for once. Why would I get answers? Oh my god, wait. Wait, I was about to end this, but like then I thought... Wait, which one is it? It's not this, it's Ruins, I think. This? It's different now. Because it's literally Eden deciding to stay in the ruins, in the civilization, in the era that is already gone, deciding to wither away with it. Oh, my heart hurts so bad. That's why I love this game. That's exactly why I am so drawn into all of this. This is crazy. In the best way possible crazy. Oh my god. I think I will now have to catch a cat and cuddle, because that's what I need now. But next time, I hope it will get spicy with the lore, because we have freaking Kevin and Ellie. I don't know how long this will take, so maybe we'll also do items. If not, then we will do items separately. I don't know yet. We will see. We'll see when we get there. But for right now, this is it. And I hope I see you guys next time. Bye!